This video lecture describes about one of the linear data structure called queue. A queue is a data structure where you can only access the oldest item in the list. Simply, it is a real-time environment queue. Wherever we form a queue, that is the real-time example for queue data structure. It is analogous to a line in the grocery store where many people may be in the line, but the person in the front gets service first. Ticket counter is also one of the example where the person first comes will served as a first person. So this is also called as first come first serve method, FCFS method. This is the pictorial representation for the queue data structures. Here front is the position where the first person comes, then the second person enter next to the first person. The recent entered person is available at the back end. This is also called as the rear. All the insertion operation, that is NQ operations, are performed at the rear end. All the DQ or deletion operations, removal operations, are performed at the front end. That is called as DQ operation. Operations on queue. A typical queue implementation has three operations. They are NQ. This is the insertion procedure. Will add an item to the end of the list. DQ operation will remove an item from beginning of the list. This is an example for removal or deletion. Front, this will return the value of a frontmost item. That is, the first person available in the queue is returned always. Queues are very fast because all of the operations are simple and constant time. Implementation. Queue is also implemented in two ways, using pointers and arrays. Here we are going to discuss about array implementation of a queue. This is the structure to declare the queue. We have an array. We are going to allocate a memory dynamically. So we are using the pointer, front end marker, end marker, then current size of the queue, maximum allowable size for the queue, the structure variable queue. NQ operation. For the NQ operation, the thing is, first we have to remember two things. First, we are going to check whether the queue reaches the maximum size. If it reaches the maximum size, then we no need to perform anything because the queue is already full, so we need not perform the NQ operation. Suppose if the queue is not full, then we are going to increment the current size operator, current size pointer to point to the current element, that is the element which are going to insert, then do the insertion of a current element. This is shown in this code, void QNQ, QN, this is the endpoint queue pointer, then the value we are going to insert into the queue. Increment the current size of a queue by performing ++ in current size, then compare it with the maximum size of the queue. Then if current size is greater than maximum size, which will indicate that the queue is already full, so we need not going to perform the insertion. For that, the incremented value is decremented to point the current size as such in the previous value. Then return simply. If the condition fails, that is the queue is not full, then the incremented pointer point to the current size to hold the new value. So in the array, we are going to put the value that is going to insert. Then increment your end pointer. This modulus operation is used to perform a circular queue operation. This performs array implementation of a DQ operation. DQ is simply a deletion of an element from the front end. For that, here we are going to check the condition that the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then it is not possible to perform the deletion operation. So simply we have to return. Suppose if the queue has the values, then increment your end pointer to point to the next location and delete the element. This will shown in the QDQ operation. Here we are passing the pointer to the queue, then the value which are going to delete, that is the front value. Check the condition, current size is 0. If it is 0, this makes the queue as the empty queue, so return simply. Otherwise, Take the value which is present in the front pointer, front position of a queue, then it is specified as a value, the value going to delete it. Then decrement the current size, then move the front pointer to the next position to point the next element to serviced. Array implementation of queue is continued. This is the returning front element, the third operation. The element which are ready in the front to service is returned by the front element. Here also the element to be passed, argument to be passed is the pointer to a queue. Check the condition, queue is empty or not. If it is empty, no element to return. If it is not empty, just simply return the element which is present in the front pointer. We discuss a simple quiz for the understanding of operations on queue. Assume that all the data structures are 5 items long and they can't resize. That is, the array size is fixed with the 5 elements. How would a queue look at the end of the sequence of operations? What values would have been returned? What are the indexes pointing? NQ4, NQ8, DQ, NQ98, NQ15, DQ, DQ, NQ5, NQ2, top. This slide shows the answer for operation. The first operation is NQ4. This is performed at the front position. NQ4. The 4 is available in the queue. Then we are going to insert 8. So 4. Next 8 is available. Then DQ the element. DQ return the value 8. So the queue only holds 4. Both front and end pointer points the 4. Next, NQ98. NQ98 insert the element 98 into the queue. Then NQ15 is also insert the element 15 into the queue. DQ, two DQ operations which merely delete the element 4 and 98 from the queue because 4 is the first element. Sorry for the interruption. NQ4 is the first element, NQ8 is the second element, DQ. DQ delete the element 4 from the queue. So the queue now only have 8. Next operation is NQ98. Now the queue holds the values of 8 and 98. Then the next element is 15. So the queue have 8, 98, 15. DQ delete the elements 8. Now the queue have 98 and 15. Next DQ operation. Now the queue have only 15. So front pointer points 15. Next NQ operation 5. 5 is available to the next location. Then NQ2. NQ2 up to 5 we are reached the 5th position. So using a modulus operator we are go to the first location. This location is free because it is deleted in the previous step. So the element is holded in the 0th position. Then top is returned. The topmost element in the queue is, that is the front pointer holded element. The front pointer holds the 15, so it returned the 15. 4, 8, 98 are the deleted values. 15 is the topmost value in the queue. Next, applications of queue. Queues are common in programs where they are implemented as data structures coupled with access routines as an abstract data structures or in object-oriented languages as classes. Common implementations are circular buffers and linked list. Queues can be used to store the interrupts in the operating system. It is used by an application program to store the incoming data. It is also used in the synchronization concept in operating system. CPU job scheduling and disk scheduling are performed with the help of queues. These are the references which are used to make the presentation of this video lecture. Thank you.